Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another video in the series of topical questions. In this video, we will cover all the questions related to algebra that will include expressions, equations and formula. So I will try to cover all kind of questions. So that means whatever you need to know about algebra, I will try to cover all these questions in this video. So let's start. I'm actually taking questions from different papers related to algebra. So before we start, I will request you guys to subscribe to my channel and press the like button if you liked it, and also press the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever you get new video. So let's start. The first question that we have here is an expression. You see 3a plus 4 plus 7b. Take the third term in this expression. Now what are the terms? Terms are the variables and numbers that are separated by the signs, plus, minus, or these signs. So we have here this is first term, 3a is first term, 4b is second term, and 7b is third term. So third term is 7b, so we are going to take this option here, right? Here is another question, factorize completely. So we need to factorize that. To factorize, you need to look for the numbers. Now we have numbers 2 and 6. Out of these we have 2 common, right? And then we need to look for the variables. Variable is x only here, so we can take out x common. So now when 2x is gone from here, so remaining is x. That means 2x square can be written as 2x times x. So 2x is gone, so inside we are left with x. Now 6, 2 is out, so that means divide 6 by 2, that is 3, and x is gone out. So that is the final answer, 2x into x minus 3, right? Now make r the subject of the equation. So we are going to make r the subject. First of all, let's open the bracket. This is 2r, 4 times 2, 8. This 2 will be multiplied to both. So shifting 8 to other side. When you shift it to the side, it will become positive 8 2r. Now we need only r, so to remove r we need to divide it by 2 on both sides. So this 2 is gone. So from here we have r is equal to h plus 8 over 2. So that is our final answer. R is equal to h plus 8 over 2, right? We have another question here, expand and simplify. We need to expand the bracket. So first we will take x. X will be multiplied throughout to the second bracket. This and this, right? So x times x is x squared. Then x times 8. Plus sign is there, so you're going to put a plus sign 8x. Now negative 2. Negative 2 will be multiplied to x, that is negative 2x. Then negative 2 will be multiplied to 8, right? So negative 2 times 8, it is negative 16. So now we will combine the like terms. X square, there is no other term of x square. So these two, 8 plus 2, 8 minus 2 is 6. X will remain as it is, 16. So that is the final answer for this question, 6x minus 16. Here is another question. This is a word problem including with the shapes here. The diagram shows a shape with all sides lengths measured in centimeters, right? So we are given the sides here. Write an expression in terms of x for the total shaded area. Shaded area is this one here. We have 2 rectangles here. This is first rectangle and this is second rectangle. So total area will be sum of these two. Now for the area of rectangle, you all know that the formula. What's the formula? It's length times width, right? So from here you need to know the length. Length here is x, right? X times what? So we need this much from here to here. right? So the total is x minus 3. So x minus 3 will give you this length here. So x into x minus 3 is area of this shape, right? Now this one again, this is x minus 3 and this is also going to be x minus 3. So area of this will be 5 times x minus 3. Then we will just add these. So area of the shaded shape, area of shaded shape is equal to area of shape 1 plus area of shape 2, right? So area of shape 1 is x into x times x minus 3 plus 5 times x minus 3. So you can leave your answer here or you can just simplify. Open the bracket here, x times x is x squared, then x times negative 3 is negative 3x. Here 5 times x is 5x and 5 times 3 is 15. There is negative sign here, so negative is always stronger than positive. So 5 times 3 it will become negative 15. Now combine the like terms, x squared plus 2x minus 15. Now you see I have taken here positive sign. Why I have taken positive sign? Because 5 is greater number than 3 and it has positive sign. So we will always keep the sign of the greater number. So x squared plus 2x minus 15, that is the final answer for this question, right? I hope you got it. Now this is very interesting question, bit harder than the other ones because it includes graph here. You see this one here, but I will show you how to deal with these kind of questions. The cost of a visit by a plumber is in two parts. A charge of $70 and $30 for each hour. This is our keyword here of the visit. Complete this formula for the cost y dollars. This is the cost of a visit that lasts 6 hours. So we are looking for 6 hours cost. So you have something given here and we need to fill these two gaps. A charge of $70. So $70 definitely plumber is taking, right? It doesn't matter. That is the fixed charges. It doesn't matter how many hours. So he is working, right? So $30 for each. So $30 for 1 hour. So $30 is for 1 hour, right? So we are looking for x hours. So that means 30 times x, right? So x is already given, so we are going to write down 30 here plus 70, the fixed charges that he is taking. So that's it, that's done. Now part B, draw a graph to show the cost of visit lasting up to 5 hours. So for 5 hours we have to plot it, this cost here. Cost in dollars is here along y-axis and we have time here. We are looking for 5 hours. So for 5 hours we need to calculate first. For 5 hours using this formula, so y is equal to 30x plus 70. So now x here it is 5 plus 70, so 150 plus 70, which is 220. So 5 hours is here and 220 is this is 200, then 250, so 210, 20, 30, 40 and 50, right? So we are looking for 220. 220 is going to be this point, right? This is our point here. And for 0 hours, like it's just a visit, so that means 30 times 0 plus 70. So that means he is taking $70 for the visit. So even if it doesn't work, but he will take $70. So 50, here is 60 and then this is 70. Okay, so this is going to be our graph here. So just joining the line here, that will give you the graph. Like this. Okay, so that is the graph that we are asked, graph to show the cost of visit lasting up to 5 hours. Okay, now part C, a visit cost $115. Use your graph to estimate the length of the visit in hours. So we need to use the graph. We are not doing any calculation. $115. $115 is, let me see here, 110 here, 120 here, 15 is in the middle here, right? So go along that line, and then we will go down here, which is 1.5. You can see we have here in the middle, so that is 1.5 hours, right? So you see, this is 3 marks question, but you need to put efforts and think logically to work these questions, right? Here is another question. Pierre is an electrician. He uses this formula to work out the amount $C to charge for a job that takes T hours. This is just a similar kind of question that we just did. C is 20 plus 30T. He starts a job at 9:30 and finishes at 1 p.m. Work out his charge for his job. So we have this formula here, 20 plus 30 T. T is time. So we need to look for the timing from 9:30 to 1. So 9:30 to 10:30 is 1 hour, right? 11:30, 2 hours, 12:30, 3 hours, and up to 1 it is half an hour, right? So time is 3.5. So 3.5 is 7, 3 times 2, 6, 7 over 2, right? So this is 7 over 2. So times T is 7 over 2. So this is 15, 20, 15 times 7 is 105. So 125 is our charge for his job. Got it? Here is another question. Here is a number statement. 3 over 4 times 28 equals to 1 over 3 of y. Find the value of y. So we can calculate this. I would recommend you guys to sit with your paper pen so that you can practice along with me. So now here 4 times 7 is 28, 3 times 7 is 21, and this is y times 1 is y over 3. Now you just cross multiply. So that means y times 1 is equal to 21 times 3, which is 3 times 6, 63. So 63 is, so you see this is 2 marks question, and there is little effort for this one. So we have different kind of question from algebra here. The diagram shows a parallelogram. You see this is a parallelogram here. All sides are measured in centimeters. Question is, this diagram is not to scale actually. Write down an expression in terms of x for the perimeter of the parallelogram. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is sum of all sides, right? Sum of all sides. So that means parallelogram, we know that opposite sides are always equal. So this is also 3x plus 5 and this, right? So now for this one, the perimeter, we just need to add all of them. So perimeter of rectangle will be, so this is twice, so 3x plus 5 plus 3x plus 5, right? Then you add them, these other two sides, x plus 2, x plus 2, or you can just make it times 2 here to both the sides, right? So now we will combine like terms. 3x, all are positive, so we need not to worry about the signs. 3x, 3x, x and x. 3 plus 3, 6, 7 and 8. 8x plus, now we will add the numbers. 5 plus 5, 10, 12 plus 2, it is 14. So 8x plus 14 is the perimeter, right? Now Part B, the perimeter of a parallelogram is 62. Now we are given the perimeter. Work out the length of the longest side. Longest side is this one here. So to get the longest side, we need to have the value of x. So now we calculate, we had the expression 8x plus 14 for the perimeter, and this is equal to given to us as 62. So from here we can get the value of x. 62 minus 14, 48, right? So 8x is equal to 48. So x is 48 divided by 8. So x is 6. Value of x is 6. Then we are looking for the longest side. So the longest side is going to be longest side is equal to 3x plus 5. Just replace x by 6. 18 plus 5, it is 23, right? So answer is 23 centimeters, right? Here is another question. Work out the value of y. So we have given this equation. 6 times 3 is 18 plus y equals to 23. Now shift 18 to other side. 23 minus 18, which is 5, right? So value of y is 5. Just 1 mark question and very simple. Now next we have here, let me see which is the next. The next question is here, Blassie think of a number and multiplies it by 3. So this is just construction of expression. First you need to construct, then she subtracts 6. Her final answer is 15. Work out the number Blassie started with. So let's say Blassie thinks about a number x, right? So x, she thinks a number and multiply it by 3. So that means 3x, right? Then she subtracts 6 and answer is 15. You got it? Let me repeat. Blassie thinks of a number x times 3 minus 6 equals to 15, right? Work out the number. So we need value of x. This 15 plus 6 going other side, sign will be changed. So 21 divide by 3 divide by 3. So x is 7, right? So that is 7 here. Another question from expressions here. Draw a ring around the function that corresponds to the rule in the box. The rule is multiply by 4, then subtract 2. So you see we have here x. X is multiplied. So x multiplied by 4 and subtract 2. So how we can write it down? We can write it down as 4x minus 2. So where is 4x minus 2? It is here. So just put a ring around, right? So that's it. That was so easy question. So here is bit different question. Two lines are the same length. We have these two lines of same length but not to scale. All measurements are in centimeters. The question is, write down an equation to show that two lines are the same length. So we need to see the expression. So how many times you see here x minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that means this length of this line is 5 into x minus 1. 5 times x minus 1. And here we have this twice of x plus 8. Okay, to have them equal, so we will just put these two expressions with equal sign. 5x minus 1 equals to 2 into x plus 8, right? So you can just leave it like that, or you can open it then to solve, but we are just asked the equation for this, so we are going to just put as it is in the answer space here, right? Now work out the length of one line. One line means length are same, so we can calculate any. So we can just use the same equation here. 5x minus 1 equals to 2x plus 8. Now open the brackets. 5 times x is 5x minus 5 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 8, it is 16. So now shift 2x to the other side, 5x minus 2x equals to 16. 5 this side will become positive. 5 minus 2, it is 3x equals to 21. Divide by 3, divide by 3. This is gone. So this is 7. So now this 7 is value of x. Actually, this is not final answer. Make sure to follow the instructions. This is not final answer. We are asked the length of the line. So length of the line, we can take any of these. I will prefer to take this with positive sign. X plus 8. 2 in bracket we have x is 7 now. 8. 2 times 7 plus 8 is 15. So 30. So that means length of the line is 30 centimeters. Right? So you can see this again. So let's see next question. Oh, here is another question. Seems interesting. This is a semicircular prism, right? Now what is prism? Prism is like a shape having two parallel sides which are with the same shape, right? So here we have semicircular on both sides and they are parallel to each other. So that's why its name is semicircular prism. Here are the instructions to calculate the area of the curved surface of prism. Multiply a and b, then multiply by pi, then divide by 2. Write down the formula S in terms of AB. What is S? S is area, and we are given the instructions area. That is S equals to multiply A and B. A and B is multiply, then multiply by pi, and then divide this by 2, right? So how we can write it down? A B pi over 2. So that is final answer, because if you don't write multiply sign here, so that means it is multiplication sign. So sometime we can just leave it like that. So that obviously means that it is multiplied. So it is A B pi over 2, right? Now here is the formula for the volume of the prism. We are given this formula. Work out the volume of the prism when A is 7.6 and B is 9.2. So V is equal to pi A B square over 8, right? So pi times A is 7.6 times B is 9.2 squared over 8. You can just use calculator to solve this one. Already calculated this one. This is 250.60. So 250.60 will be the final answer for this one, right? Another question here. Anastasia is A years old, Blassie is B years old, Manjeet is M years old. Blassie is older than Manjeet. Draw a ring around the correct inequality. Blassie is B and Manjeet is M, age of Manjeet. That is the notation. He said like Blassie is older. So this is greater. So that means this is greater than Manjeet. So which one we have here? This is B greater than M, right? Now Anastasia is less than half the age of Blassie. Anastasia's age is A, right? And this is less than half of age of Blassie. Blassie is B, less than half of age of B. So so that is A is less than half of B, right? So that's it for this one. Here is another question. Expand and simplify. So we need to expand these brackets. So x will be multiplied to all of them. So that is x into x plus 5. You can just even write down like this. Then minus 6 will be multiplied to the whole bracket, x plus 5. So when you open the bracket, this will become x squared. X times x is x squared plus 5x, then minus 6x minus 30. Now combine the like terms. So it is x squared minus x minus 30. Now why I have taken negative sign here? Because 6 is greater than 5 and 6 has negative sign, so that's why we will have negative sign. So that is going to be our answer after expanding. Next question. Here is an expression 2xy minus 12 plus 7y minus 5x. Write down the third term of this expression. As I told you previously, the terms are separated by positive and negative signs, right? So this is first term, this is second, and this is third term. Third term is 7y. Positive sign, so we'll just write it down. It is actually 7, positive 7 by y, but we will just write down 7y. Very simple question. Now we have here factorize 6x plus 12y minus 3z. First we need to see from the numbers. There are 3, so we cannot make pairs. So we see from the numbers here we have 6, 12 and 3. They all are multiples of 3 and 3 is the lowest. So that means 3 will come outside the bracket, right? Now from the variables, all the variables are different and there is no power, so that means there is nothing common in that. So 3 times 2 is 6, so 2 will remain here, x plus 3 times 4 is 12, then y minus z. So just one mark question, 2x plus 4y minus z. Okay, we have this question that involves algebra and geometry both. So you should have knowledge of both. The diagram shows a rectangle of length x centimeters and width y. Write down an equation that shows the perimeter of the rectangle is 65. So we are given that perimeter of rectangle is 65 centimeters, right? So now perimeter is sum of the sides. So sum of sides means we have x here, so this side is also be x and this will also be y, right? So x plus x is 2x, then y plus y is 2y. This is equal to 65. So this is an equation for this. So that is the answer. We are not going to solve it here because you are just asked to write down an equation, right? Part B, write down an equation that shows the length of rectangle is 4 times the width. Now length here is x. This is 4 times the width, that is x equals to 4y. So that's it. Now use your equation to work out the value of x. Now we have two equations here. If you see up there, we have here 2x plus 2y equals to 65, and then also we have x is equal to 4y, right? So we can replace this value of x in this equation, right? So 2 in bracket x is 4y plus 2y equals to 65. Now we have the entire equation in y. We can find out the value of y here. So 4 times 2 is 8 plus 2y equals to 65. 10y is equal to 65 and y will be 6.5, dividing by 10 on both sides, right? So once we got y, then we can find out x. So you can just replace, plug in the value of y, which is 6.5, right? So 4 times 6.5, we can calculate this. 6 times 4, 24 plus 2, 26. So it is 26.0, that is 26. So the value of x is 26. Done. So this is 4 marks question actually, and first 2 parts are really just writing the equations, and the next one you are going to solve this one. I hope you got it. Another question, simplify. Now we have this expression in terms of p. So we will combine the like terms, but they all are like, okay? But then we will differentiate according to sign. So this is negative, this is negative. We can add them. 6 plus 5 is 11, and then minus sign because we have added 2 minus signs there. P plus 4p. Now we have two numbers with different signs. So this is negative, this is positive. So 11 minus 4, it is 7p. But now remember the sign, to how to put the sign. 11 is greater than 4 and 11 has negative sign, so it will be negative 7p. So negative 7p is final answer. Now we have this solve 5x equal plus 35 equals to 75. So 5x equals, shifts 35 to other side, 75 minus 35, 40, divide by 5, divide by 5, which is 8. So value of x is 8. Here is another very simple question. Simplify these expressions. We have f plus f plus f. So f is repeating 4 times. So that means it is 4f. 4 times f. Then here we have 2y plus 6 minus y plus 1. So we need to combine the like terms, y and y. 2y minus y. 2 minus y is y. 6 plus, both are positive. 6 plus 1, it is 7. So y plus 7. Right, so I can see another question down here. Some trees are planted in row of 10. Complete the formula to find the total number of trees T in R rows. So there are 10 rows, right? In one row there are 10 trees planted, right? In R rows, how many will be 10 times R? So that is 10R. So it will be 10R. Another question. Here we have V is given as A, B minus 5 whole squared. Work out the value of V when A and B value are given. So V is equal to A into B minus 5. So we are just going to plug in the values. A is 4, B is 8 minus 5 and square. Now let's solve. Bracket first, a minus 5 is 3 squared. So 4 times 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. So value of V is 36. Expand, again we are expanding question. 2a will be multiplied to both. 2a, 2 times 2 is 4. A times B is AB, right? Then we have minus sign here in the middle. So minus 2 times 3 is 6. A times A is A squared. So it is 4AB minus 6A squared. Factorize 5B squared minus B. Again, as I told you before, first look for the numbers. There is nothing common. B is in both. B here is square and here we have only single B. So B will be out. Then 5, 1B is gone. 5B minus 3. So B, 5B minus 3. Another one. This question is of 2 marks. 2 parts here. The cost of to hire a hall is $20 plus 15 per hour. Write down the formula for the cost C to hire hall for H hours. So C is the formula, and you see this statement again. The cost to hire a hall is $20. So $20 is there. Okay, plus then 15 per hour. 1 hour is 15. If we are looking for H hours, so that is 15 times H. So 15H plus 20. So 15H plus 20 will be the formula to find out the cost. Use the formula to work out the cost to hire the hall for 6 hours. So we have this formula here. So now H is 6 hours. So 15 times 6 equals plus 20. 90 plus 20, 110. So this is $110, right? So here we have a bit harder question. This is question of 3 marks, right? So the diagram shows an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle is a triangle having all sides equal, right? All sides equal. You know that. So all measurements are in centimeters. We are given these measurements here. The perimeter of triangle is 57. Now you know what is perimeter. Perimeter is the sum of sides, right? So sum of sides, that means we are going to add all all these sides. So now if the triangle is equilateral, so that means if this is 3x plus 4, then this will also be 3x plus 4, right? And this side is going to be 3x plus 4 as well. So now adding all these will be equals to 57. So 3x plus 4 this side, plus again 3x plus 4, then plus this together 2x plus 2 plus a is equal to 57, right? Now we will combine like terms here. So 3x plus 3x 6x plus 2x, it is 8x. Now then 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10 plus a equals to 57. Now if you see, now we have two variables here, we have x also, we have a also, so we cannot calculate value of a from here. So let's shift 10 to other side, 57 minus 10, so 8x plus a equals to 47. So we have one this equation. Now let's see what other information do we have here. So now from here, if you see, this side and this side is equal, right? So that means from here we can find out the value of, I think, a. Let's see. So we have 3x plus 4, this is equal to 2x plus 2 plus a. Okay, so now shift 3x 2x this side, 3x minus 2x is x, 4 minus 2 minus a will be equals to 0. So or yeah, I think that's fine. So x minus a, this will be plus 2 equals to 0. So from here x plus x will be equals to, as we are looking for value of a, x is equal to, a will go that side, which is positive minus 2. So we got a as x as a minus 2. Now let's substitute this value here. So 8 times x is a minus 2 now, plus a equals to 47. Now 8a minus 16, just open the brackets, plus a equals to 47. 8a plus a is 9a equals to 47 plus 16, which is 363, right? So we have here from, sorry, I'm lacking space here, we can write down here, 9a equals to 63, divide by 9, divide by 9. So a is 9 times 7 is 63. So value of a is 7, right? We have another question of factorization, which is 2 marks. Factorize fully. So numbers, multiples of 5, so we can take out 5 from here. A is here but not here, so a cannot be common, but b is here and b is here also, b, 5b. So when 5 is gone, 10 divided by 5 is 2, and then divided by 5, it's b, it's a remaining here. 5 is gone out, 1b is remaining. So that's it, that the fully there is no other common thing inside. So 2a minus b. Here we have quite, I can say, hard or maybe the lengthy question of 3 marks here. So we are given here 2 shapes. 2 different rectangles are joined together to make a compound shape. Shape A has length x plus 3 and width x plus 2. Shape B has length of x plus 6 and x minus 2. Find an expression for the area of the compound shape. So give your answer in this form, right? So first of all, we will need to find out the area of the compound shape. Area of compound shape, that means area of shape A plus area of shape B, right? Area of shape A. Now what are, look at shape A. What is the length? It is rectangle. So rectangle is area, rectangle's area will be length times width, right? So let me just just write it down here. This side, area of shape A. Area of shape is length times width. So x plus 3 times x plus 2, right? That is shape A. Now plus area of shape B. Again length times width, that is x plus 6 into x minus 2. Now we just expand the bracket, then we will see what are we getting. So from here, x times x is x squared, then x times 2 is 2x, now 3 plus 3x plus 3 times 2, it is 6, right? So we are done with this. Now second, again the same process, x times x is x squared. Here we have negative sign, be careful, minus 2x, then plus 6x, 6 times negative 2 is negative 12, right? Now we are going to combine the like terms. For like terms we have x squared here, x squared here. X squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Now 2x here, 2x is here. This is negative, 2 minus 2 is 0. We can just cancel that. So 3x plus 6x, it is 9x, right? And then this 6 and 12 is minus 6 because negative sign is with 12. So you see this is in this form now, ax squared, which is similar as ax squared plus bx plus c, right? So that is the answer. So 2x squared plus 9x minus 6. I hope you understood this one. Another question on equations. 5x minus 2, we need to solve this one. So open the bracket here, equals to 3x plus 3 times 4 is 12. So now shift x term, like mean combining the like terms, then 12, 2 going that side will become positive. This is negative here. So 5 minus 3 is 2x equals to 14. X is equal to 14 over 2, which is 7. So solve equation means find the value of the variable. Variable is x, so x is 7. 3 marks question. Solve means we need the value of the variable, and variable here is x, right? So what we can do, we can shift this 2 on the left hand side and 3x to the right hand side, because this is negative. If we shift it to other side, it will become positive and it will be easier. 17 minus 2 equals to 3x. 17 minus 2 is 15 and this is equal to 3x, right? So now divide by 3, divide by 3. This 3 is gone. So from here we have x equals to, this is 3 times 5 is 15. So value of x is 5, right? Here is another question. Write an integer on each of the line to complete the equation. So if you see, we have here 7x plus dash x minus 6 equals to 9x minus 3, right? So first we need to see 9x. We need 9x and we have 7x here. So that means we will add 2 here. So 7x plus 2x is 9x, right? Now here it is negative 3. So we have negative 6. It means if we add 3 here, then 6 minus 3 will be 3. And 6 is greater, having negative sign. So this will be negative, right? Here is another question from algebra. Here is table showing some algebraic expressions and what they mean in words. Complete the table. 1 has been done for you. So in one column we have algebraic expression. Here we have meaning in words. So you see 5 times x. That means multiply x by 5 and then subtract 4, right? So this is done. Second is add 3 to x, then divide by 7. So add 3 to x means x plus 3 and then divide it by 7, right? Like this, or you can write it down x plus 3 over 7. Next, we are given this expression and we need to explain this meaning. So you see we have here 9 into x plus, so this first we need to write down the bracket part. So x plus 2, so we are going to say add 2 to x and then multiply by 9. That's it for this, and you will get 2 marks for this question. Part B, Samira writes an expression, algebraic expression, which means subtract 6 from x and then square. Write down an expression for this. Subtract x, 6, subtract x, 6 from 6, x. So that means x minus 6 and then square. Then square means we will square this to the entire term like this. So that was 1 marks question. So now before we move to next question, I would request you guys to subscribe to my channel. Please do so. I have seen like students, they are watching but they have not subscribed. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. So let's move to next question. So we have here a equals to 3b minus c. Find the value of a when b is 11 and c is 4. So we just need to replace these values. A equals to 3b minus c. 3 times b is 11 minus c is 4. 33 minus 4. 33 minus 4 is 29. Let me check. Yeah, this is 29. So that's it. I have here another similar kind of question. A equals to 4 and t equals to minus 3, then 5at square. 5 into a is 4, t is negative 3 square. So 5 times 4 times 3 times 3, this is negative 3 times negative 3, this is 9. Negative negative is gone. So 5 times 9 times 4. This is 180. So you have to just replace the values and it's done. Here we have very different question, algebraic fractions. So we have here denominator x. Denominator is same, so we can take it as LCM, right? So when denominator is same, all these things we can just put it like that. So 7 plus 1 is 8 minus 3 over x, 5 over x. So that is the final answer, right? Now here we do not have denominator same, we have to make it same. So we can multiply here by 2 to numerator and denominator. So now numerator is same, 2x, so then 2y plus m. We can add that, 2m plus 2y plus m over 2x. That's it. Next question we have from factorization. Factorize fully. So first you need to see which one is common from numbers. Nothing is common from numbers, but we have a in both. So 1a can go out. Here we are left with 2a plus 5. So a into 2a plus 5 is the answer. Now here we don't have variables in all of them, but we have numbers. So all these numbers are multiples of 6. So 6 is the lowest multiple. So we can take out 6 minus, this is 6 times 3. So 6 is out, so 3x is remaining. This is 6 times 4. 6 is gone out, so 4y. So that's it. 1 minus 3x plus 4y. Another question here from fractions. This is also algebraic fraction. So denominator is same, taking as LCM, then 2 plus 3 is 5 over x. So 5 over x is final answer. So now I have another question here. Work out the value of 5x squared when x is negative 3.5. So 5 into x. X is negative 3.4 squared. So that means 5 times negative 3.4, negative 3.4. So this negative and negatives will get cancelled. So we all have positive answers. You can use calculator. 3.4 times 3.4 times 5 times 5. So it is 557.8. Make x the subject. We need to find, this is y as a subject, we need to make x the subject. So we can open the brackets first. 5 times t, it is 5t plus 5x. Now shift other things. Y minus 5t equals to 5x. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Remember that you can't cancel this one because this is one whole thing, but we can cancel this one. So from here we have x equals to y minus 5t over 5. So y minus 5t over 5. Here is very different kind of question. Lucas, Gabriela and Ingrid are solving the equation, this one. They each start the solution in different way. So Lucas, it's false. Gabriela, let's see, he did n plus 3 equals to 2n minus 2. So what he has done, from here he has taken out 8 common. So if we take 8 common, let's say 4 common, so inside we will have here 4 times 2n minus this is also 2, because when you open it will become 4 times 2 8. So then this 4 and this 4 get cancelled, so you have n plus 3 equals to 2n minus 2. So this is true, right? Now this one here, let's see, if you open this one here, 4n plus 4 times 3, it will be 12, equals to 8n minus 8. Now he has 12 here, 12 we can keep here, 4n shift to other side, 8n plus 8 minus 4n. Now combining like terms, so this is going to be 8n minus 4n, 4n minus 8. So that's it, 12 equals to, this is also true. So this question, you have Ayako and Joshua have total of 59 sweets between them. Ayako has 9 sweets, Joshua has 3 fewer than Ayako. So if this has n, so this one has n minus 3, because 3 less than that. Work out the value of n, but the total number, you know, it is 59. So n plus n minus 3 equals to 59. So you combine, this n plus n is 2n minus 3 equals to 59. 2n equals to 59 plus 3 is 61, divide by 2, divide 1. Sorry, this is 62. So this is 31. So value of n is 31. Solve the equation. We need to find out value of b here, equals to 39 minus 11. 39 minus 11 is 28. 4b, divide by 4, divide by 4. So 28 divided by 4 is 7. The next one is carpet costs $15 per square meter. The total delivery charges is 21. Peter buys n square meters of carpet. The expression, we need to find out the expression here. So it is going to be, because 21 is fixed amount and 15 as per meter. So this should be the answer here. 15 times n plus 21. So another question here, it looks lengthy, but it's not. Let's see. A teacher asks all the students in her class to write down as algebraic expression. This is 4n minus 5. Another one is 2n plus 14. What value of n makes the value of Julie's expression equal? So 4n minus 5 equals to 2n plus 14. Both the values should be equal. So shift this to this side. 4n minus 2n equals to 14 plus 5, which is 19, and this is 2n, divide by 2, divide by 2. So n is 19 over 2. Now this one, factorize. We need to find out common. Y is common only here. Where is y square? It will be y minus 8. Y into y minus 8. Now here is different question. Fill in the box x plus 3, then we have minus sign here, x squared minus x minus 12. So x times x, it should be x here, x times x will give you x squared, then 3 times 4 gives you 12. So when you open the bracket, you will get this one. So that's it for this one. I hope you understood everything. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much guys. God bless you.